I'd then like to call on the stage Abdon Nababan, Secretary General of Amman. This is an ingenious people's organization in Indonesia, which is organizing more than 2,000 communities with some 15 million people from all over the country. And Abdon belongs to the Batak Toba tribe in Sumatra and has long been a frontrunner, a key force in the fight against the destroying of the rainforests. Is he here? There you are. Welcome to the stage. Good to see you.
Thank you. Your Majesty, King Harald V of Norway, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my brother and sisters, I'm here, standing here to represent the partner of Rainforest Foundations, and I would like to dedicate this speech to all my friends, the fighter, the warrior, and heroes of indigenous peoples who have recently died in their fight. So, we heard from the news 2 weeks ago, the fighter in Peru just died because they're trying to stop illegal logging. In Indonesia, I know a few names: Ganden, who a pioneer in community mappings; Hedar Laujeng from Central Sulawesi, pioneering in indigenous lawyer; Yusak from Warsi in Jambi, he a pioneer in education for indigenous peoples, for Orang Rimba. They are the heroes, they are the fighter. And of course, to all indigenous peoples, fighters and warriors and leaders who have gone and joined ancestors in the highest of the mountain, in our rivers and streams, big and small, in the deepest of our seas, taking care of us all in this world. If may I request a moment of silence for those friends who have gone away. So I request us silence a few seconds for them, to respect them, and hope that they are with us in this fighting. Your Majesty and Excellencies, as the Secretary General of Amman, just like introduced, and I'm a Secretary General of Indigenous Peoples Alliance in Indonesia, I'm entitled to convey the message from all leaders and warriors of indigenous peoples, those who have gone away, and those who are still alive, fighting here. We are come here to Oslo. And as a partner of Rainforest Foundation, together with hundreds of indigenous peoples, organizations, communities, and supporters from around the world, we are greeting you all here. The message is one of gratitude and celebrations of 25 years of partnership between indigenous peoples and Rainforest Foundations. A gratitude and celebration thus for the people of Norway, Your Majesty, and all political and business leaders of Norway who have been unfailingly supporting Rainforest Foundations to enable this 20 years of partnership throughout the world. As a tribal leader in Mentawai, one island in the western part of Indonesia, I called him before came here. I said, what do you think about this Rainforest Foundation? And his name is Celester Sagurujo. He said, Rainforest Foundation has become the tip of spears of Norway. a Norwegian spirit that slides through fears in inertia and stymie of organization and business and state that become rainforest protectors and indigenous people's deliverance. Rainforest Foundations Norway is your Norwegian spear that carries your romantic spirit that we saw the video. Your love of working in the wood, your dry and witty humor, your increasing practice of putting on bunad, and your cultural and political sensitivity. What Your Majesty has expressed by Rainforest Foundations in our partnership. As we, the partners, witness them firsthand, Rainforest Norway is unique for us because it has real long-term loyalty and commitment to forest protections, the strongest dedications and effort to position and respect indigenous peoples as the guardian of the forest, and therefore the main contributor in the global climate change mitigations. A progressive and visionary of these foundations that integrate right-based approach in rainforest protections and strongly implement in their programs. All these distinguish Rainforest Foundations from any other international organizations. For 20 years, we have been in partnership with Rainforest Foundation, started with Brazil, and recently with Myanmar, and Indonesia is in between. Yeah, I know Lars for quite a few years, and I just know that behind Lars, there is Doug, that who found him, that the best we have right now. Thank you, Lars. Thank you, Doug, for Lars, for being our partners. So, and we have been enjoying trust and flexibility in our work together. We have intensive interactions, openness, and mutual trust. And together, we are making a lot progress. We saw it here, but it's just a few. A lot progress on the ground. If we say we want judicial review on forestry law with Constitutional Court ruling, part of that is because of the support of Rainforest Foundation. So, and we work at many fronts, at the international, at the national, at the local, and of course, we still continue the fighting for the better world, for the rainforest, and for indigenous peoples who protect the rainforest. We still continue our fighting. Your Majesty, next week, Doug from RFN, me, and others indigenous leaders here will participate in very important conference, UN Global Conference in New York, and also the Climate Summit. That's one of our arena to fight for indigenous people's rights, to fight for rainforest protections. We need your support for next week conference. And for this, Your Majesty and all Norwegians should be very proud of, and I also proud, and I think also friend here, proud of, to be here to celebrate 20 years of Rainforest Foundations. So, my friends, let's give applause to Rainforest Foundations for 20 years. Solidarity, friendship, and partnership. Now, the task in our hand. Yeah. First of all, to continue our friendship, to continue the solidarity we have, and also the partnership. Our friendship and partnership, together with the whole set of indigenous people's values and belief system, and pluralisms, and becoming more and more relevant and needed today's world, in which extreme homogeneity sprout at many corners, religious, political, and economic-wise, annihilating other lives and ideas. It's happening in Indonesia, and we saw it in all over the world. Secondly, we need to now to deal in serious modus, ready for all it takes with the about time challenge of making progress at the ground level, the grassroots, and at the individual communities, the peoples and places where the rainforests are. Their livelihood, their safety, and their well-being. Now, shall we see a lot and a lot and a lot progress in, say, 5 years from now, or for the second 20 years from now, from our partnership and friendship? Your Majesty and Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, my indigenous brother and sister, for indigenous peoples around the world, for partners of the rainforest from Asia, Latin America, and Africa, we thank you to RFN. Terima kasih. Congratulations, selamat, and from my mother language, Horas. Thank you very much.